whatever they did was not wrong.
All right, attack on Nigerian embassy in Indonesia disgraceful, says federal government. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Geoffrey Onyema, has described the attack on Nigerian embassy in Jakarta right by Indonesian immigration officials. The placard-carrying protesters were heard chanting in the video, "Nigeria is not helping us in this country, and we don't have an embassy, we no go agree." Attack on Nigerian embassy.
Sounds interesting.
Disgraceful.
We don't have an embassy, we no go agree. We'll do for commercial break. Let's go on this break. We must agree for money here. We agree for this one.
Are you aware that you can now obtain your certificate of occupancy in just 60 days under the Oyo State Home Owners Charter Scheme (OYHOC)? Just buy the OYHOC recharge card for 6,000 naira only from the Office of Lands in the local government, LCDA, or at the Secretariat Agodi. Register your application by following instructions on the back of the recharge card, as the PIN number on the recharge card is the application number, and only applications with a vital PIN will be processed. The good news is that CFO processing fee for various types of properties are affordable and can be paid instrumentally. Not only that, your CFO can be used for bank loan or any financial transaction. It is now digitalized, so information on it can be accessed anytime, anywhere in the world. Hurry up! This offer is only available to the 31st of December 2020. For further inquiries, call 0700 696 52637.
Conversation with Dayo and Tola.
So glad to know you're there. It's the conversation with Dayo and Tola. You're just tuning in. Time check 7:04 a.m. Destination time 7:30 a.m. I am Oladayo Ogunbowale.
And I'm Tola Teriba.
We'll continue with the news. I mean, we need to say something about this, Indonesian guys.
The Indonesian issue. Well, why not justifying the violence or unbecoming behavior of those Nigerians in Indonesia? I believe before taking that drastic measure, they must have lodged complaints severally to the embassy authorities and the Nigerian diplomatic mission regarding their grievances with the Indonesian authorities. And just like what happened in China, the Nigerian mission simply did not listen. And just like is almost always the situation back home, those Nigerians decided to speak in the only language our government seems to understand, the protest language, taken to the extreme. So I still think perhaps the Foreign Affairs Minister, instead of castigating them outright, yes, they should be castigated, but they should also look into the issues raised by these people. They are aggrieved, and they thought that this is the only way that to make now. Whether Nigeria likes it or not, they are listening to them now.
That's it. Now you don't have a choice. So really, why not listen to them all along and hear them out? What do they have to say? But on the attack now, I'm not against protest. Really, it's a legal, fundamental human right to protest. But that they could go as far as attacking,
their own country.
It shows that we have not been taking this kind of things serious. That's the truth, though. And until we take it serious, other nations will not take us serious. And that's my challenge here. I hope the Foreign Affairs Minister does the right thing. I hope they make the necessary moves at the right time to nip this in the bud. Before we open the phone lines, let's quickly take this up as on their story. Where are you? Okay. No state is safe, secure anymore, says Obasanjo. Ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo said insecurity is one issue common to Nigerians regardless of tribe, language, religion, location, gender, age, or social position. He noted that without reforming the federating units, Nigeria would remain insecure, unstable, unprogressive, stagnated, and at worst disintegrate. Obasanjo spoke on Friday at this year's edition of the Showe Mimo annual lecture organized by Abeokuta Club. The event was titled COVID-19 and the Nigerian Security Issue, The Way Forward. He added, "Let me lay more complaints. more emphasis on the issue of security. Quoting him now, let me lay more emphasis on the issue of security, which in itself is serious enough to make restructuring imperative. The Southwest governors cried out and devised a Motekun as solution or part solution. We have yet to see how successfully that will be operated. Others those are clamoring for a solution, because in no state and in no geopolitical zone is life and property safe and secure. Criminality is the order of the day, and it cuts across the entire nation. Insecurity is one issue of commonality among Nigerians, no matter their tribe, language, religion, geographical location, gender, age, or social position. It recalled that the Northern Elders Forum, through its spokesperson Akim Baba Ahmed, had declared President Buhari a failure on account of persistent insecurity within the nation. The former president stated, quote, "I leave out economy, which is in the doldrums, and fighting corruption, where you see more heat than light, and which is festering like a bad sore. That to me is what reform of federating units and restructuring is all about, and not about breakup or disintegration. Insecurity brought about by widespread criminality of Boko Haram, insurgents, herdsmen, farmers, conflict, terrorists, bandits, armed robbers, militants, kidnappers, abductors, and human traffickers is a new phenomenon that is ravaging the entire country." End of quote. No state is safe, secure anymore, says Obasanjo. Page 8 of the Punch newspaper. You have one more story for us here, or you want to say something about this?
We're talking about Baba's talk on restructuring. Well, again, I wish to raise the question this morning. Is it a restructuring that Nigeria really needs, or good governance? Is restructuring the solution to our legion of challenges, or good governance? After all, how did we get here? Poor leadership, if you ask me. And well, I would support good, sincere leadership along the lines of true federalism. Now, on restructuring, what manner of restructuring are we talking about? In a situation where even among the individual ethnic nationalities, there is so much suspicion and distrust.
And that's the key word. So much suspicion, so much distrust, and that to a very large extent is engendering diversity even in the definition of restructuring. Some will tell you resource control, some will tell you, splitting back to the geopolitical zones or to the regions. People have different definitions, and so it's been hard to actually come up with one word, one voice and one word to define what we really want as regards restructuring. It will surprise you that what Chief Oluyole Obasanjo actually means might be different from what the Afenifere has been saying. And that for me is a major challenge on the restructuring debate. Can we come together and agree on what we really want in terms of restructuring? If you go to the Niger Delta, they will tell you their restructuring from there is resource control.
Resource control.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Most of the Yoruba leaders that have been talking about restructuring are more or less talking about returning to the regional form of government. That's it. Some in some parts of the country are looking at even balkanizing the country. Yeah, I mean, let's run our government ourselves, and let's just be on our own and all that. But you can see a set of people who just want to keep running it like that because they know the resource is coming from another part. So they will say we are better together. I actually believe we are better together if we can actually run our shows ourselves.
And if we can eliminate the big boys, the cabal who seem to be everybody's
problem. Allow you to, you're a big man.
I don't do that all block.
I will open the phone lines. 08055009850. Oh, someone is here already. Good morning, sir.
Mr.
Hello, good morning, sir.
We can hear.
To move forward, we have to do something to it. God bless our country.
Amen. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. But we all know that Chief Oluyole Obasanjo is not just a spectator. He too was once the coach of this team. So and that's why I give due regard to someone like that when he's talking. He knows what he's talking about. A team or like him, he has coached this team before.
And comparatively, he didn't take much nonsense. So when he was the coach,
I think I mentioned it sometimes last week. He said, I miss him. There are some things that cannot happen under Yebaba, but we know these things.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Tola.
Good morning,
nice to have you. Your name and location, sir?
My name is Ashika Gola from Oluyole.
Nice to have you, sir.
Yes, without mentioning what Baba said is true. Without the structure in this country, we just cannot move forward. And secondly, I want to